Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark. There's another 5-minute review. In today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released on streaming comedy, Ricky Stanicky. It's available now on Amazon Prime and is directed by Peter Farrelly, which is one half of the Farrelly Brothers, and stars Zac Efron, John Cena, Andrew Santino, Boot Doot Doo. Who else? Who else? Lex Scott Davis. Who else is in this movie? I'm just not prepared. Jermaine Fowler. William H. Macy. And some other people. But it is written by 3 people, which is never a good sign. Jeffrey Bushell, Brian Jarvis, and James Lee Freeman, none of which are Peter Farrelly. But this is okay. It was okay. I tell you what, John Cena is the undoubted star here. And that's, you know what's wild to me is John Cena is one of the funniest dudes working in Hollywood right now. His willingness to kind of do anything, and here in this movie he literally does everything. But he's awesome. He is one of the most likable actors in Hollywood, and so in a movie with Zac Efron, who is also one of the most likable actors in Hollywood, you get a capable comedy, and the whole premise of this film is that these 3 best friends from childhood create this made up person called Ricky Stanicky, as a way of getting out of things, and now they're all grown up with significant others and responsibilities, that they're using Ricky Stanicky as an excuse to get out of things in their lives. Including the birth of their child, the baby shower, work-related things. Anyways, but they get caught up in this fabrication where their significant others and their bosses begin to wonder who Ricky Stanicky is, and so they have to hire an actor, John Cena, to play Ricky Stanicky, and he does such a great job that it just becomes this snowball effect, really. And I think that one of the cardinal sins of this movie is that you have so many funny people, but really the funniest person here is John Cena, and that's fine. But Zac Efron, very funny comedy actor. A very capable comedy actor, too. William H. Macy is very good in this movie. I loved him in this film. But you have, SNL, dudes, Andrew Santino, he gets some good scenes, but I feel like we could have gotten more out of him. What it boils down to is, are you a fan of John Cena? If you're a fan of John Cena, this movie's right up your alley. If you're not a fan of John Cena, I could see where this film would just be like, oh, okay, If you're a fan of Zac Efron, I don't feel like he's one of the main characters, but he's only even half of the movie, really. He's more of a supporting actor here. And so the movie's an hour and 53 minutes long, which is a little bit long for a comedy. And I feel like it's kind of bloated, and the writers could have gotten away with getting rid of some of the stuff here, but John Cena holds it together. He's the reason why you would continue to watch. You'd be like, oh, that really didn't land, but what's John Cena going to do next here? So I've seen better, but I don't recommend it. But for a comedy, it's capable. So hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content right here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're at Movie Draft House. You can follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the subscribe. Hit the show notes. Give us a like, follow, subscribe. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, we're on all the podcast things. So don't miss out. And we'll catch you next time.
He tries to make a point. It's like he's smoking invisible dogs.
Dear God, it's true.
To support.
Now it looks like I'm cupping the ball.